Welcome back with another episode on TryHackMe.com. This is Zahi Nazir, and we are doing DevSecOps. This is part 3 on CICD and build security. So let's continue. So before we continue, because I'm doing this after 1 day, so as you can see, I have 1 day of access left. Okay, and then I already started the network. Okay, the IP addresses are the same: 10.203.150, 10.203.160. Okay, and before we continue, we just need to make sure that we are connected to the network itself. Let me refresh and see. Network should be CICD build security, and let me refresh it again to see everything is working fine. It is taking a lot of time. Let me see. Okay, so what will I do? I will just reconnect. Okay, I will reconnect. Now it's what happened here? Just a moment. Exiting to the fatal error. Oh, I'm getting a fatal error. Valid certificate exchange. Okay, wait a moment. It is saying I'm connected, but I'm not connected. You need to use a separate configuration file. Okay, I will download the file again, guys. And here it is. Let me delete the old file. And let me rename it to be the original one. Alright. And let me start it again. Somehow it is not working. Give me a second. Back. So what I did is I restarted my virtual machine and tried to connect again, and now it is working fine. Let me refresh to see if we are connected. Network. Yeah, we are connected now, and this is our IP address. Same should be true here as well. If not, we can do one thing. We can start the attack box again. And in the meanwhile, we'll continue where we are. Okay. So we reached to the runner registration here in the GitLab. We use runners to execute the task configured in the project. Let's follow the process to register your attack machine as a runner for your project. Note, make sure that PHP installed sudo apt install PHP3 and do that. Okay, so let us do that. I will just copy paste the command here. I'll make sure that sudo, I will just paste it. All right. And unable to duplicate the package. Okay, this package is not available. Maybe it is available on the attack box, so we'll continue. Okay. Note that if you are doing this on your own machine, ensure you are okay with the runner deploying a web application to your machine. If not, it is best to perform this on attack box. So we're gonna go all the way on the attack box because I don't want to install anything on my runner. I will always install everything on the attack box. So let's continue with the attack box in this case. In your project, click on the setting and then CICD. Okay. What was my user? My password was this one, I believe. Yes. Okay. So what will I do is Once the attack machine is on, let me open it in a different tab so everything is visible to us. Let's see if this URL is available to us or not. Otherwise, we need to run the command that we ran before. I'll paste the URL. It is not available. That means we need to run the command. Remember that we are saving all the commands in our uh, Visual Studio Code as a text file. So if we lost somewhere, we know what commands we need to run and what we actually had run. All right. So I'll paste the command here. We are good. Refresh. It is working. Make it bigger. I'll zoom in. Last time I had created the username, so this was the username I used. And I will mention the password. You can mention your own password from the previous step. And I will save it. And we are good to go. Okay, let's continue everything on the attack box itself. Okay, so I'll scroll down. Okay, run registration. Let's see if we need to run this and okay, paste. Matter of fact, it is running here, but not on my local machine. So okay, we are good. We are good. I think they have provided the instructions for attack box only, not for your own machine. So let's continue. Before continue, if you are doing this on your own machine, ensure you are okay with the runner deploying a web application to your machine. If not, if it is best to perform this on attack box. So we're gonna go with the attack box now. Okay. In your project, click on the settings and CICD. In your project, this is my project. This is setting. And this is CICD. I'll click on it. Okay. Let me zoom out a little bit so everything is nice to see. Okay. Auto DevOps, we have it. And you click, yeah, we have done this. Expand the runner section and you should see the following screen. A runner like this. Okay. Runner expand. Yes, look like this. Runner are processes that pick up and execute CI/CD jobs for GitLab. What is GitLab runner? You can click on it and see more information. Register. I will zoom in a little bit. Register as many runners as you want. You can register runners as separate users or separate servers or your local machine. How do runners pick up jobs? Runners are either active, available to run the job, or pause, not available to run the jobs. Tags control which type of jobs a runner can handle. By tagging a runner, you make sure shared runners only handle the job they are equipped to run. Learn more. Project runner, these are the project runner, these are the share runner. Okay, so let's see what else we need to do here. Here, you will be able to configure a new runner for your project. Click the three dots and show runner installation steps button. You will see the following screen. These three dots, I think. Which three dots? Uh, I don't see three dots except this one. Sure, runner is yeah, this one. Okay, we see this. Support for registration token is deprecated. Okay, the get lab runner 15.6 is use of registration tokens and runner parameter in the register command was deprecated. They have been replaced by authentication tokens. Okay. For Linux, if you are running on AMD 64, these are the commands that we need to run. This is the installed binary. This is the register runner, Mac OS, Windows, Docker, Kubernetes, AWS. Awesome, man. They have a lot of support. And that mean if they don't have generic commands to run it, that means there will be a steep learning curve for you to manage different environments. For example, you have Linux, Mac OS, and Windows, and Docker, and Kubernetes as well. And then you may need to run different commands, and these could have different, set of instructions that you need to follow. Gonna continue. Okay, here you will be able to configure a new runner for your project. Click the three dots and okay, we already done so. These are the commands we need to run. We will take a look at the commands once we run it. Okay, first code block is the installed get lab runner application. Sudo curl output. Okay, runner, and that means we are downloading something from Amazon. Web services, and then we are giving permission to execute the runner, and then we are creating the GitLab runner user and install and run as a service, and then we restart the GitLab itself, and the last command is to register it with some key, right? So okay, first go to plug. Okay, the following these steps to install the application on your attack machine. Once done, use the command in the second code block to register your runner. Follow the prompts as shown below for the installation process. Let's see what they have done. Enter the GitLab instance. Just press the enter. Enter the registration token. Enter depreciation for the runner. But from where? Now that your runner is configured, you can refresh the page on the GitLab and you should see the runner as okay. The last step is configuring your runner to execute the untagged jobs. Okay. Let's see. Let me run it and let's see if there's anything that we need to add. Hopefully everything will just work fine. Okay. So I'll go to my attack box. I'll start with the sudo. I will run it one by one. It should be running already, right? Wait a moment. Where is my terminal? Yeah, here is my terminal. So I will paste here, enter. Okay, it is downloading something. Okay, it is downloaded. All right. Move on to the next command, which is to give the let me just open it side by side so we'll be able to do it much faster. Okay, so this is our commands that we need to run. Okay, I will paste the command now. Paste here. Yeah, permission is granted. Let's move on to the next one. Create GitLab runner user. Sudo user add, then commit GitLab runner, create home GitLab runner, and then shell, and then bin and bash. Okay. So these are the commands we need to run. Okay, we are giving it a shell. Install and run as a service. Okay. So in this command, we are installing as user GitLab runner working directory is home GitLab dash runner and then sudo GitLab runner start, which will basically start the service itself. It is done. This is the output 17.1.0. Let's start it. By the way, you can copy paste all these commands at one go and it will work. It should work just fine, but I would like to do it one by one to understand what is actually we are doing. Okay. All right. Then we need to register the runner. We are already mentioning the URL. We are already mentioning the token as well. So I think it should work just fine. We just need to paste the command and I will enter. I think so. Enter. Enter executioner. What was the thing we need to mention? They mention shell. Okay, so we will mention shell as well. It is shell. Now, runner registered successfully. Feel free to start it. But if it's running already, the config should be automatically reloaded. Configuration with the authentication token was saved in the etc GitLab runner and the config.toml. Okay, so we are done this step. Now that your runner is configured, you can refresh the page on the GitLab and you should see your runner like this. Okay, I will close it and I'll go up and I will just refresh it. And then I'm gonna go to the runner, expand it. Yay, okay. So we have one runner and this is the IP address 10.10.54.125 and signed project runner is there. So first step is done. Awesome. Okay, the last step is configure your runner to execute untagged jobs. As our current CI pipeline does not use tags, normally tags would be used to ensure that the correct runners pick up the various jobs. However, since we have a simple job, we can just tell our runners to execute all jobs. Click the little pencil icon and click Run Untagged Jobs. Okay, click the little pencil icon. And click on the run untagged jobs. Where is this basically? Okay, so this is the pencil icon. We click on it and run untagged jobs is already checked, right? Now you are ready to start build process. It is already checked, then why they need us to do it again? Okay, we are good. We are good. You are now ready to start build process. Finally, we are ready to start a build. Okay, so if you're doing everything on cloud, I don't think so. You need to do any of this configuration, especially on Azure DevOps. Everything is built in. You just click, and it will be done for you. But if you are doing everything manually, like in the GitLabs, there are a lot of manual steps, as I explained in my previous videos. So सो देख के आपने चूज करना है कि कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी आप यूज करने वाले हैं. Okay, build automation. Now that the runner is registered, we can test build process by making a new commit. The easiest change to make that would kick off a build is to update the readme.file. Click on the file in the repo, select edit single file, make an update to the file, click commit changes. Once done, your build process will have started. we can follow the process by clicking the build and pipelines. Okay, sure. So I will move back. Basically, I don't need to save anything. It is already checked. I don't need to do anything here as well. Let me maximize it so we see the actual thing. Let me go to the code. Let me go to the repo. This is the README file. Let me open it. All right. Let me add it. Add single file. Build pipeline. All right. We are done. We'll commit changes. All right. It is commit. And then we need to see the build is working or not. We'll click on build. We'll click on pipelines. Hopefully this should be triggered already. Yeah, so the first stage build is passed. Now the second stage is test. It is running. And now the third is deploy. So it will be deploying our application. So if I click on it, and this is the pipeline. Yeah, so everything is done. Everything is done. Let's see what is our next step, how we can basically see it. You can also click on the pipeline to view its progress. We have done so. We have viewed the progress as well. Pipeline, actually we didn't see this view, but we did see the progress itself, right? All right. Once completed, your application will have been deployed. You can verify by going to this one. Okay. So I will copy this URL and run it in the attack box machine. Yay, it's working. Congratulations, you deployed your first application using DevOps. And you should be okay. And you should be met by web application homepage. Yeah, we have done so. Congratulations, you have created your very own CI/CD pipeline and build process. Feel free to play around more with CI/CD pipelines configuration and your runner. If you wish to remove the website, you can use sudo su get lab runner followed by screen -r to connect to the screen that is hosting your website. From here, you will be able to terminate the website. So we are good to go. I mean, this we have done it on the attack box. What is the name of the build agent that can be used with the GitLab? What is the name of the build agent that can be used with the GitLab? Build agent. Okay. One moment. CICD. Expand. This is the name. I don't know if that is the name or this one is the name. So let me try this one. Hopefully this will work. Build agent that can be used with the GitLab. There is something two words. What is the name of the build agent that can be used with the GitLab? Build agent. I'm not sure which one, but grunner. Just a moment, guys. Not sure, but This may be GitLab runner. Yay, okay. What is the value of the flag you receive once authenticated to TimeKeep? What does that mean? You can find the default credential for TimeKeep in the README file. Okay. So let's read the file again. I'll go to the code repository. README file. The report contains the code manufacturer. Okay, this allows authenticator to keep the server for record keeping. This is a test application. Once the application is running, use the default credential to authenticate for the first time. Okay, admin, right? So I'll use admin. Remember it. Submit. Don't save it. Here is our flag. I'll copy it. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Okay, it is visible now. Let's put it in here, and our task 4 is done. Guys, thank you very much for joining me on this video. I think this is enough for today. Once we come back, we will start the task 5, and if you have time, we'll also go for task 6 as well. If you have any comments, if you did not subscribe, please subscribe. We are targeting 1,000 users by the end of the August 2024. If you have any comments, please mention it down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.